Yo, these people working for the system, they all in the matrix. And these cops, man, they be the worst. You know, they got problems with themselves. And they want to cause problems in other people's life. Want to ruin and mess with other people. They're envious, they're jealous, and they should work to protect. But you know, the ones they work for are devils, demons. People think it's because they are cops, it's because they have money, that they are good people. You know, they be the worst. They act like they are good. You have some good, you have some bad. It's all a cult. Devils. Hating on other people. They want people to be angry, to be criminals, and to lock people in. The New World Order, their agenda is to mess people up, have them angry, confused, so they can lock them in prison, so they can lock them in a prison cell. And of course, you have some bad people, but it's different between somebody who smokes a joint and someone who kills another person, you know, or steals. But it's not good to do any criminal stuff, you know. But the thing is, they are the worst criminals. They can be criminals and get away with it because they're cops, because they work for the system, for the society. The system don't care. They don't even care about them. They don't even care about their own. At least a gangster is real. You know, especially cops here. They be weird. You have some good, some bad. They don't even learn about the Bible, about God. It's all for the system. But it doesn't mean that they have the right. They have the right because they have the state on their side. They have their weapons. The police force power. And they abuse their power. That's what they do. They think they have power, but they actually don't have no power. You are powerful, you have power alone. They want to know how much you make, how you make, and what you do with your money. They should mind their own business. They take money, they can take your money, they can look, they can go where you live, they know where you live, they can take it if they want. They want to make problems, cause problems. The matrix, the state, the city, the cops, the authorities, they're fake, man. They're the worst. They're evil. They don't really care about people. Some have hearts. Some of them don't have soul. You can see the demons in their eye. All mad, all weird. Hating. like in a gang. They even hate themselves. They abuse the cop woman, the cop men. They have different gangs in the police. You have people who work there for a while, for a long time. And some of these cop women, cop men, then they go home. Yes, like everybody else, slaves to the system, slave to the state, slave to their master, Satan, right? They need guns, guns, taser, all this shit they put on, they go out. Let's chase criminals. But they be the worst criminals. And you have some crazy criminals. But not everybody's a criminal. Not all are evil. And you have some real evil criminals, but it's themselves. It's the state themselves, right? Probably they work with the criminals. They are criminals themselves. They are evil. They know. We don't know what they got going on behind closed doors. What they are doing. And then they have you on charges. And then you need to pay them. You need to go in prison. And they make money on people going into prison. That's how they make money. Catch people. Beat people. It's not like they save people. They lock people in. They're working for the system. They are in the system. Everything is a system. And you need to follow the system. Otherwise, you go to prison. Not all of them are good. I swear. The cops, the popo, they be worst than the criminals. They be the worst. The cops treat us worst than criminals. The cops be the worst. They don't even know who they work for, what they're doing. The police are criminals. They think they're heroes. We're gonna save the society. We're gonna help others, but they take out their anger on innocent people. They can't even catch the real criminals. People don't like cops. And you have some cool cops, but most of them, they be weird, man. They be strange. Wonder what they eat, what they do. Probably they hang with each other. You have younger, you have older. You have some who worked for a long time and some who didn't work for a long time. But they be weird, going around attacking people. Stop! You have anything on you? They are the ones behind these gang stalking. I meet them today. They had me on some charges. They start to wrestle with me from way back, trying to drag me down on the floor. And I'm like, don't touch my hand. They go around, they touch you, you know? They touch you like this. And then they stand there. Don't be aggressive. Who are you? Don't be aggressive. Like Matrix bots. And you can look them in the eyes. They don't have soul. They're not happy. They cannot even laugh. They cannot even laugh. They're so serious. Sometimes you're serious, sometimes you laugh at them. They are afraid sometimes. Sometimes they catch, sometimes they don't catch. And then they embarrass themselves. They stand there all weird, hating. Some have heart, some don't have heart. But they don't know what we've been through. What we've been through in life. What we've seen. Maybe they've seen some shit too. That's why they become cops. Or they think that all cops are so good. You can mind your own business and they come, hey, what are you doing? I'm standing here, can't I stand here? Why are you so aggressive? I'm standing here, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Okay? I don't want to talk to you, cop. They cause people to get locked up, to get into mental hospital, to lose their money, their family, their life, to really feel bad. Because they gang stalk, they target, they attack people. They create smear campaigns, hate, have to go to court, have to talk with all these idiots inside the system, have to go to prison. For what? They really have you on charges you didn't even do. They can get you on charges because they are being used by the devil. And if you're not strong enough, they can get you. If you act out of anger, aggressive, you can fail before you meet them, before you go in and meet these demons. You know, talking to them, you get this weird feeling in your body, in your mind. This demonic, like, it starts to burn. You start to feel dry when you meet these energy vampires. These cult called the police. Every time I go on meeting, I can't sleep. Why? And before I meet them, and when I talk to them, they are narcissistic demons, energy vampires, in a cult, Freemasons, demonic, narcissists, many cops, snakes, serpents. That's what they want in prison. Or how do you feel? You feel bad. Oh, I'm so sorry about you. They're serpents, I swear. Look them in the eyes. They can't even laugh. They stand there, they want to watch what you have inside your pockets, and they say, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" Why are you so angry? How do you think you are? I'm a good man. I'm a Christian. They got a problem with Christians. I swear they persecute Christians. They do. When we read the Bible, we follow God, Jesus, they persecute. They're gonna go to court again for some charges, and they're gonna try to beat them, win. I got into a fight with a monitoring spirit that's been monitoring and narcissistic abuse, you know, in family and homeless, and they really hate when you're alpha, when they can't control you. They're all a bunch of narcs. And it's the same spirit behind many people who work, who are bosses, who are working for the system. It's a group. They would like want to put males down. They want to like destroy for others because they feel like strong when they can destroy, when they can use their weapons. But most cops, they can't even fight. Police don't fight with knuckles. They can't kick, they can't punch like me. If you punch the police, they take out their gun, their this. Some of them can fight, special cops, and maybe they wrestle or they go to the gym or run a lot. They need to run. They need to be trained, you know, hard. I can train them. They need to pay me good. The police work for me now. I am the new boss. Who do they even work for? The cops? Take criminals. Take this criminal. And some of them, they are criminals. They have weapons, everything. The thing is, I've seen them shapeshift. They're shapeshifting. Uniform, take off their uniform. They're shapeshifting demons. Some cops, I've seen them. I watch at them and you can see like these bald cops. They're standing there. And you can see it's a spiritual battle. It's like the devil jumps into them. And I've seen things, like supernatural things, start to transform in these cops. They come out of nowhere. You know, agents of Satan. They're agents. I swear they're demons. Devils. I start to pray that Saint Michael Archangel defend us in battle. And then you see them, they transform, these cops. Or they catch you. You look at them, they look at you. You know when you take on the glasses and then you see the blue light and then you need to run. It's like the Matrix. You see them, they see you, and they pop up. The system, the Matrix. What's your personal number? Who are you? There they are. Cops. Taking people. Locking them up. Abusing their power. in gangs, in groups. Going around and abusing their power, chasing people, the cops, the ops, the ops, the cops. Let's take these criminals. Many of them, they're racist and they're behind gang stalking. They're sick, weirdos. They like to chase. They like to go around and take it out on people. They should not care what we do, what we work with. They want to have our money. They are mad at us because we are happy. These narcs, these narcissists are the worst. They don't have heart, they don't have feelings. They're like bots. They think they're leaders, but they are not. Oh shit, there they are. Now they come. Cops. Yeah, there they are, the car. When you talk about them, they just go around like snakes. They stop there. Sometimes you look at them, boom, they pop up, hello. You can see in them, they're empty. They don't have soul, these cops. It's Satan, the devil, I swear. They have cops, uniforms, they monitor, and they lurk around all the time and waiting for a reaction, for some crime to happen or do something criminal. Yeah, they be the worst criminals. The po-po. They are narcs. They hate. People. They be weird, I swear. They be weird. I've seen them. I looked them in the eyes. They be weird. Even them, they don't read the Bible. They don't have control over themselves. Some of them. They don't have control. They can't control themselves. And their anger and stop. What's your personal number? What do you do here? Monitoring. What do I do here? You go there, you walk. And they're like, okay, we check you. We know you. They mad. The cops, ops, haters.